What's up guys? I had a request for seated versus standing. First, when my opponent stands square or when their feet are parallel, I like to do the dummy sweep. The dummy sweep is when I open my ankles and hook inside my partner's ankles and right behind the ankles, and then I open my legs actively with sticky hooks. Sticky hooks is when I activate my leg and as they try to kick out, I try to catch it. So I want to be sticky, opening my legs, and now I'm either going to push on the hips. You can push on the knees, but I don't really like to. You can push on the hips, the shoulder, the head. If they're low, like they're trying to drive into you with their head, you can grab a collar tie, push on their head and their wrist. You can just double up on their arm and push on their arm. Any of these pushes, opening my heels, opening my feet into their ankles, and it knocks them over. That's the dummy sweep. Square stance, open the ankles, push on the body. Right there, boom, real quick. Now, once you've gotten this part down, if they stand square, I always fire the dummy sweep. If I fail the dummy sweep and they step back, that's okay. That'll lead us right into our shin to shin, which is what we're going to play next. I leave my shin attached to my opponent's shin and I grab the back of the knee. Once I'm here, my next goal is to off-balance my opponent to the opposite side by placing my foot on their body and guiding them diagonally forwards. If I don't do this, my opponent's just going to take an underhook and knee cut through my shin. I don't want that. So as I dummy sweep, I place my foot on their body and I guide them diagonally up to put the weight on their hands. Now that they're here, I can pull my left hand to my armpit like a row and kick my legs straight and force them into single leg X. So I dummy sweep, they fail, we go shin to shin. I guide them diagonally forward so they can't knee cut me. I post with my free hand and I post with my right foot somewhere on their thigh or their hip or their stomach. So I'm posting with my hand, post with my foot, keeping them away from me, controlling, managing the distance, guide them to their hands. Now I pull them and elevate into single leg X. You can go for heel hooks here, belly down ankle locks, whatever the preference is. If I ever feel like my opponent is stepping back with that far foot and not approaching forward, that's usually when I try to fight the far wrist and I wrestle up. So I don't feel him coming forward because he's sitting back. Now that he sits back, I tuck the inside leg and then I wrestle up the corner. To do this wrestling style, I like to still push them off to the side, but I want to get behind them. I don't like to stand up and do traditional wrestling. I like to kind of drive behind them. We change the angle here. As I sit forward, my right leg here will hook around his ankle, and then I'll try to pivot so that my shoulder is behind his knee, and now I'll just tap the far leg. So now both of his legs are trapped. The inside leg's trapped with my arm and his leg, whether high or low on the thighs or low on the shins. Doesn't matter. I'm just trapping both of his legs and driving him forward, and now we're chasing them back. Again, guys, this was a request video. Till next time, let's get it.